back. He's eating. He's eating.
What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Back on another video. Wait, what? Starting off rough today. Very rough. I feel sleepy still, even though it's like midday. Both of the apes are out today. We don't really have a plan or anything for this video. We're just gonna be riding around, hanging out with the boys, and maybe we'll do a little switch and it'll be kind of like my first ride for this on the new ape. See his reaction on this ape. So he's enjoying cruise control. It's the first bike he has with cruise control. Alright, where's my cruise control? I forgot. It's right here. Ah, there we go. I forgot how to use it. I haven't ridden the bike in a while. Whoa, whoa, whoa. These bikes sound way too good. We're so dumb. People are probably like, what are these idiots doing? Whoa, what is that building? I don't think I can take that turn without hands. Let's not try. Yeah, definitely not. This bike just want to lift. It does not want to stay down. The apes. Old Gen Factory versus New Gen Factory. Both of us with the SC Projects exhausts. Looking good. Which one would you guys take? Old Gen or New Gen? Both 1100 factories. This is my first time seeing them next to each other. Both with the Rizoma mirrors as well. Alright, be right back. Alright. We are switching bikes. He's riding mine and I'm riding the New Gen, and we'll see how different they are. They both have the SC Projects DCAT exhaust. I have the louder version pretty much, but they're pretty much the same thing. Both Brent tuned, stage 2 both of them, so this should be the same thing, just completely different bikes, because I feel like the different years they changed a lot. I think yours feel more comfy. My C is a little wider, I think. It feels like higher up. This feels more...
I feel more like pushed forward.
Yeah, like definitely this is more relaxed. Same time. Yeah, he has a little light for whatever. The new screen is nice. Oh Oh, you definitely hear the sound difference. This one is deeper and quieter. Mine is like more raspy and louder. I think mine definitely looks smaller. He has electronic suspension, so this is going to feel way nicer than mine. My suspension is not electronic and it just doesn't feel the best at all. The colors, like even though mine has like a colored screen, for this one is like just brighter. You know what I mean? It looks more high quality. Oh yeah, the suspension on this is so much better. The electronic suspension. Alright, I do want to change the settings. I don't know how. The brakes are definitely more mushy than mine. They honestly feel very, very similar. But power delivery wise and all of that stuff, like just kind of like from riding them, they feel very similar, pretty almost the same thing, you know what I mean? Jeez. Now we got all the electronics set on like the lowest setting because I want to feel how this bike is without the electronics. I'm pretty sure the electronics are still lacking from what he told me. Aprilia they sadly don't do that well with the electronics. Like they're not as smooth and as good as, for example, the Ducatis and BMWs, but it's okay. The tank feels really nice. It feels definitely more narrow than my bike, which is very interesting. The bike feels a little bit bigger, but the suspension feels so much better with the electronic suspension. Like, I can't even describe the difference. My suspension is set up horribly. I always complain about it and I want to adjust it. Oh, the quick shifter on the newer ones is also smoother. It just feels like it shifts easier. It's not clunky like mine. The bike is really, really smooth. Yeah, but power delivery wise, I think they're very, very similar. Obviously, suspension is very different. The electronics are way nicer on the newer gens. Looks are obviously subjective. I think the new headlights look amazing. But I think like the bike altogether, mine looks a little bit more aggressive. This one's a little more round. Sounds great with this SC. It almost sounds identical. It's just like mine is a little more raspy and louder. But they both sound great. Woo, that bike sounds good. Yeah, this bike I think it feels like sharper than the older ones. Again, like I don't know if that's just suspension or just like they changed the geometry of the bike and all that, because the swing arm looks a little different. Like there's a lot of things that look different about it. You know, I mean, it's essentially, like in my opinion, completely like different, you know. But obviously they have the exact same RSV4 1100 engine that makes the same power as well. They both make 217 bone stock, and they both have very similar exhaust tunes and all, so they should be exactly the same. I think the electronics on this one are a little bit better. My wheelie control and all that, when that thing comes on, it's way more aggressive, like it just slams you down. So I take that back. They definitely improved it slightly. Not sure by like how much, but it definitely got improved. Yeah, honestly, it feels pretty good. I like it. I think it's a little bit more refined than mine. Mine's a little bit more raw. That's kind of like the final conclusion. They've definitely like done a good amount of improvements where it's like, I don't know if it's like worth upgrading if you have that, but if you want to choose in between the two, I definitely think that this is like very worth it. Oh, even the kickstand is a little different. How is it?
It's so different. I feel like the torque on that is like crazier. I don't know why.
Really? I thought power delivery.
I was full throttle and he started like creeping on me.
Yeah, higher speeds. I thought like the electronics are definitely a little bit better on this one.
The what?
The electronics. Yeah, the wheel control and all that is smoother. Like mine, I can't. Did you full throttle it?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't coming up.
Second gear, I was like 80%. And then once I got in third, I was like full. Third and fourth.
Oh, that's why. Yeah. No, I was like pretty much pinned.
I was like, I don't know how hard it is.
Yeah. No, this one is a little more abrupt than this one. This one is still like, it goes up and throws you down, but this is, so they definitely refined it a little bit. It's still lacking, but it's definitely a little bit better. Electronics wise, the electronic suspension makes a whole difference. Like mine,
I'm like,
exactly.
on 133, I'm like,
Yeah. Mine does not feel great at all. Yeah, it needs tuning for sure.
So how did that feel?
No, that one felt perfect. I mean, you can't beat electronic suspension unless you get it, because even then, the electronic suspension, you can change it on the fly. You know what I mean? If you want to ride more aggressively, if you want it to be more smooth, so that's definitely worth it. But it's that trade between the electronic suspension and the carbon with this one, because, you know, this one didn't come with any. That came with a lot of like stock carbon, but carbon you can always add on. I don't know if you can. I doubt you can add electronic suspension. It has to come with a bike, so yeah. This definitely felt more street though. That felt more racy. You know, it's like more raw. This is more refined and better. So just for what we do, even though this is easy to ride, this felt like way just smoother, cleaner, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That one feels a little bit more aggressive. It's different enough that if I have this, it's not worth upgrading, but for someone new, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Like they definitely worked on a lot of stuff. And at the end of the day, it's, if looks are subjective, so, but riding wise, it's definitely refined and everything. Power, in my opinion, they felt very similar. This one is just smoother. That's a little bit more raw, power wise.
Yeah, that one is definitely more raw power wise.
Yeah, it just like you feel it, like when you hit it, it's there, you know what I mean? This is like very linear. It's kind of reminded me a little bit of the S1000. It's very, very smooth. I didn't expect it to be this smooth.
The same thing mine did. That front end is so light on throttle.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah. They come up way too easy. 1100 engines. Maybe we'll see how this one feels after I get the suspension adjusted. Yeah, I think even the geometry of the bikes are different. Like the forks on yours, they look more upright. Mine are a little more slanted.
Geometry, look at the rear controller.
Yeah.
Like yours is coming like this, mine is kind of like this.
Yeah. This one felt lighter but bigger. This one felt heavier but smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like when I ride mine, it feels small, but it's kind of heavy. But also that could be... Huh?
This one feels lighter.
Yeah. This one...
Suspension definitely needs the two.
Yeah.
Because when you're turning, you could like... that front.
Yeah. It's really bad. But this one, yeah, it did feel lighter, but it feels like a little bit bigger, if that makes sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe because of the way you're sitting. Like I felt like I was very...
This is, yeah, I was sitting... See the arch? Look at the arch on your back seat.
Yeah.
And mine's like flat.
Yeah.
The arch, you're like this. You're like...
Yeah. definitely
It's a way
all.
more aggressive riding position.
Yeah, just the riding and everything about this bike is a little bit more aggressive. This is more refined. It's better for the street, which actually will be better, in my opinion, for the track too, because it's just a smoother bike. But yeah, both great bikes. That's pretty much the conclusion for this video. If you guys have the chance to get the newer one, and looks aside, go for the newer one, because I do think that actually improves a good amount of stuff. Like the extra suspension is very worth it. They smoothened out a lot of the electronics. It's still like better than mine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll stop it here. If you did, please drop a like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments which one of these is your favorite altogether. I personally, I can't choose because I have one, so obviously I'm biased. But I think looks wise, I would go for mine. Riding wise, I think I would go for this, just because I like how they made it, like, I don't know, just more enjoyable / easier to ride, if that makes sense. Some people like that, some people don't. In my opinion, for this bike, if you want a track bike, I would go for mine. Something that you would race with a lot. If you want something that you're just riding around the street that is still fast, that you can still track, I would go for this. Both sick bikes. It's nice seeing both generations, both in black, together. They sounded insane together too.
Yeah.
How loud is that?
That's loud.
Too loud, right? Yeah, that's why, like, some...
You could sense this one, you can keep it a little tame if you want to.
Yeah, like lower RPM, it sounds perfect. When you get on it, it's loud. This is always loud. But you guys know me, I gotta be obnoxious. And I love the looks of this. That's pretty much it. But yeah, sick bikes. If you guys want more, I don't know, videos like this, let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye. Peace out.